都具备独特的魅力。看看不同地区各种四季料理及美味佳肴，同时还能欣赏美丽的景色，认识当地迷人的风俗跟传统。准时收看，发掘日本各地隐藏的魅力，享受日本美食、旅游、文化吧。
The big city is a great place to wander around. It's always nice to escape the concrete jungle and surround yourself with a bit of nature. If you're looking for a quiet getaway from the trappings of modern living, then it's definitely time for you to enjoy Niigata. Niigata is a large city, the largest one, in fact, by the Sea of Japan. You can experience everything Japanese here, from culture to food to its friendly locals. And it doesn't just stop there, as Niigata still has plenty to offer even when you step out of the city. It's a wonderland of scenic hotspots that you only see in travel magazines and social media. Fresh air, colorful autumn leaves, the serene, cool breeze against your face. Just walking around this beautiful prefecture makes me feel inspired. It's no wonder that Niigata is home to many world-famous manga artists. Get your camera and music playlist ready, because today we're gonna get inspired with a road trip. But first, every road trip needs a car. Let's find one to rent. There's at least 11 car rental companies just around Niigata Station alone. So don't fret if you didn't book one from the airport. Car rental services are popular with both locals and tourists. That's why I wouldn't recommend you to walk in to rent, because there might not be any cars available. The best way is to book online at least a day before your road trip. But don't worry, most of these car rentals have an English website that's easy to understand. Just to be on the safe side, I recommend that you pay a little extra for insurance coverage and collision damage waiver, because you never know what might happen during your rental. When you're at the car rental company to pick up your car, present your valid international driving license and passport. Before signing any documents, make sure all your details are correct. If the staff needs anything else from you, they will use an English guidebook to communicate with you. Rental car for road trip? Checked. Most cars in Niigata are equipped with an updated GPS system that has an English language option. Just key in your destination and you're set. Let's hit the road. Since this will be our first excursion outside Niigata, I've narrowed down 2 perfect day trip options. Yahiko in the west and Murakami in the north. Both locations has its own hidden gem, and it takes about an hour to reach either of them. I'll show you what Yahiko has first. Yahiko is a peaceful town and is considered as one of Japan's most sacred areas. As as legend has it, the great-grandson of Shinto's founding deity, Ame no Kagoyama no Mikoto, made Yahiko his home and taught the people how to cultivate their land. Thanks to him, the village is now famous for its rice, edamame, shiitake mushrooms, and sake production. The grateful villagers in return presented him with the Yahiko Shrine. Yahiko is also home to the very cute confectionery rice cake called Tama Usaki, or jeweled rabbit. It comes from an ancient folklore where the deity, Ame no Kagoyama no Mikoto, gathered the rabbits of Mount Yahiko and made them to stop destroying nearby farms. This treat was made to commemorate the first rabbit who humbled himself before the deity. Now, it's a popular souvenir in Yahiko. So keep an eye out for these jeweled rabbits. Make it your personal instant scavenger hunt when you're here. Welcome to Yahiko, home to one of Japan's most sacred shrines, the Yahiko Shrine. How do you know that you're in the right place? You'll need to pass through this huge, hard-to-miss red torii shrine gate. The Yahiko Shrine, or affectionately called O Yahiko-sama, was built by the foot of Mount Yahiko. To get to the main shrine building, you must first walk through the little forest. You'll also see the Tamanohashi Bridge, or Bridge of the Gods. It's so peaceful here, and there's so much space to explore. The air smells fresh like the surrounding trees. It elevates you to a new level of zen. Now, we know that every season in Japan brings out distinct flowers, fruits, and produce, like cherry blossoms in spring, for example. Well, today in autumn, Japan celebrates the Chrysanthemum Festival from 1st to 24th November every year. The chrysanthemum is symbolically important to Japan, and you can even see the motif embossed on the passports from this country. What you're seeing now is a very impressive display of 30,000 chrysanthemum flowers. Now, let's follow the path that leads to the final gate. Here at the Temizuya, you have to cleanse by washing your hands before entering the main shrine building, or Haiden. With the majestic Yahiko Mountain as a backdrop, the trees peeping in with their branches around the walls, you can't help but to feel spiritual and humbled by the surrounding view. Locals and even tourists flock to pay their respects here and make their wishes at the Haiden.
参りをして。膝つけ。
ここに。
これ持ってますね。ああ、願いが叶うな、よかった。はい、どうぞ、次。
どうぞ、次の方、どうぞ。
Now, at the cross junction before the Haidan lies the treasure house of Yahiko Shrine. Here, you'll literally find treasures such as artifacts and weapons donated as gifts to O Yahiko-sama. Some of them, like the Shira no Otachi, is a blade over 2 meters long and dates back as far as 1415. And how about a memorable souvenir from Yahiko Shrine to bring home? You can get yourselves a Goshuin Cho. Each time you visit a shrine in Japan, you can get a Goshuin stamp with the shrine's name and visit date. You can think of it as your spiritual passport, and you can buy them from the gift huts within the shrine compound. Now that we're done at Yahiko Shrine, let's exit the left side of the main building and hop on the shuttle bus for something awesome. I'll give you a hint. Your trip is not complete without standing on top of Mount Yahiko. This shuttle bus will take you to Sanroku Station. Well, you'll need to buy a return ticket to ride the Yahiko ropeway for a 10-minute ride up the mountain. A blanket of scarlet, gold, and emerald is all you will see until you reach the end of the line. The view from the top of Mount Yahiko is indescribable. You've got the Sea of Japan on one side and the village of Yahiko on the other. If you look closely, you can see the red torii gate as a tiny speck on the screen. Once you've taken it all in, use your return ticket to go back down, so don't lose that ticket. It's almost time for lunch. How does fresh seafood sound to you? Now, take a 20-minute drive down south to Nagaoka City until you reach Teradomari Beach area. You know you're near when you see a line of shops selling fresh and affordable seafood, particularly fresh fish caught from the Sea of Japan. This whole stretch is called the Teradomari Fish Market Street. They not only sell fresh seafood to the locals, but visitors can have a hearty meal prepared by the many restaurants and stalls here. You can find sweet and juicy crab dishes, the famous kaisen don, freshly cut sashimi slices on rice, and even grilled seafood. Pick anything, cause everything is guaranteed to be oishi. So take a load off and relax for a while in Teradomari because you'll need to get back to Yahiko village 2 hours before sunset. There's one more place I want to bring you before the day ends. Let's head up north and drive to Yahiko Park. Out of the 4 seasons, I always thought that Yahiko Park looks most beautiful in autumn. The vivid tones of scarlet and gold brings about a magical air at every turn. And here we are at one such corner, the Maple Valley. Take a leaf leisurely stroll around Maple Valley until you spot the crimson-red Kangetsukyo Bridge that complements the many maple trees. Before you start taking photos for your Insta feed, I personally recommend that you spend at least 20 minutes to soak in the atmosphere uninterrupted. Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, has been proven to help you feel more relaxed and stress-free. So take your time, take a walk, and take in the beauty and natural energy from the lush autumn foliage. But if you think this is gorgeous, wait until the sun sets. This place is even more magical at night with the trees lit up. It looks like a glowing forest singing the silent, enchanting tune of autumn. This is how your day will end if you pick Yahiko for your day trip.
卡哇伊 Japanda 要把最流行的甜点介绍给你。
30秒以内にお召し上がりください。
锁定卡哇伊 Japanda 在 Waku Waku Japan。YouTuber
3元要前进岩手县盛冈跟花卷，带你去逛最夯的旅游景点。这次的摄影之旅要享受美食、泡温泉、参与各种活动。3元会发现岩手县有什么魅力呢？一定要收看哦！累积30年演技的阿部宽是日本实力派演员。本月开始 ，Waku Waku Japan 线上阿部宽精选戏剧。首先，继2018夏田火箭后，紧接着播出特别篇。接着收看在平日晚间播出激动人心的悬疑推理剧。尽情欣赏他精湛的演技，在以下时间播出。
蓝是日本最受欢迎的偶像团体，锁定 Waku Waku Japan 收看他们最精彩的节目。每一集都有一组来宾队，要跟蓝队在各种独特的游戏里一分高下。节目充满了欢笑与惊喜，但竞争可是很激烈的。一场接一场的游戏，各队都要抢分。随着比赛变得激烈，气氛越来越紧张，哪一边可以靠团队合作跟毅力拔得头筹，夺得胜利呢？不只是靠体力而已，有些游戏还要挑战他们的推理能力。别错过，在 Waku Waku Japan。
Located in the northern part of the Niigata Prefecture, Murakami has the makings of a vintage Japanese town. Murakami used to be a castle town with a samurai clan. With changing times, tale of the Murakami clan are legends of the past, and the castle stands no more. Today, what's left is a quiet vintage town with buildings no higher than 3 stories. So what's left to make this town special now that the samurais and castle are gone? Well, Murakami is famously known as the Salmon Town. Murakami Town is next to Miyomote River, the perfect place to get the freshest salmon that swim upstream between October and December. Now, let's get to Kikawa's salmon shop along the old merchant road of Murakami to find the town's best offerings. The Kikawa salmon shop no doubt stands out from the rest of the shops on this road. The classic townhouse design from the Meiji era makes you feel like you've stepped into an olden day Japanese movie. Aside from the modern fridge, the wooden structures, arrangements, and the decor are perfectly preserved. But before you browse around, let's go to the back of the shop for something I'll bet you've never seen before. Here are around 1,000 beautifully preserved salmons hung upside down to dry. Yup, my mouth was wide open like these salmons here when I first saw it. And the smell is incredible. It's not like a wet market or overly fishy. Instead, it smells crisp with a hint of sea air, which makes you crave for the fish even more. This preserving technique is called shiobiki, and it's a tradition that has been kept for 15 generations. The fresh salmon are cleaned thoroughly and salted inside and out. 1 week later, the salt coating is removed and salmon is hung from the tail. But the real secret ingredient of shiobiki is in Murakami itself. The clean, cool breeze in this area has just the perfect moisture balance that helps the preservation process. Now, you can browse through the goods sold in the shop. You'll have a newfound appreciation since we've just seen why the salmon is so special in Murakami. There's 2 types of shiobiki sake sold here. First is a month-dried salmon, which is still meaty and moist. The second one is a year-dried salmon, which is dry like beef jerky. The best way to enjoy this is by adding thin slices of it onto your congee or noodle, or soak it in cold sake for at least 10 minutes before eating. Not far away, and just about 5 minutes in walking distance, is Kikawa's restaurant Izutsuya. Isn't this place charming? The tatami mats and paper walls really make you feel like you're in ryokan or a traditional Japanese inn. Izutsuya restaurant is well known for a variety of mouth-watering Murakami salmon dishes. Salmon is deeply rooted in the culture, and they have over 100 different recipes for salmon. If you'd like to taste how the locals enjoy their salmon, I recommend the 10 salmon dish from the menu that comes with Murakami's very own homegrown rice. The salmon dishes pair perfectly and complements the natural flavor of the fragrant steamed rice. Time for lunch. Traditional Japanese atmosphere? Checked. Best of Murakami salmon dishes? Checked. How does it taste like? I'd say mildly salty. Murakami's fermentation process certainly did not dry up the natural taste. Instead, it enhanced the flavor and made it deeper and richer. It's just perfect for any salmon lovers out there. Now, a good nature walk is just what we need to burn off the calories from lunch. Time to head down south to Iwafune district to see Niigata's famous Arakawa Gorge. With the magnificent Arakawa River below and golden autumn hues on top, this dreamy insta spot is a must-visit before the sunset. Takanosu, where you can find a few well-known ryokan and onsen or hot springs. Go ahead, take a deep breath, and bask in the beauty of Arakawa Gorge on a gorgeous autumn sunset. I'd marry autumn if I could. But we're not done yet. There's one more stop you must make when you're here in the Iwafune district. Head to the Sekikawa rest stop, which is 10 minutes away from Arakawa Gorge. Aside from stopping for drinks and snacks before your drive home, there are two other things you can do here. First, you can enjoy a relaxing hot bath at an authentic Japanese onsen or hot spring. Or you can visit their store, where you can watch a group of skilled ladies weaving thick straws to make neko chigura. Neko chigura is a jab originated from the Sekikawa village. Chigura, meaning bassinet, was originally a baby basket, but the locals found that their pet cats loved resting in the basket too, no matter where they hide it. That's when they decided to make neko chigura for their feline friends. Then, word got out, and before you know it, cat lovers around the world wanted them too. It's elegant,